sight in the world. Jewish people worldwide face this wall in their prayers.
I'm going to go down the right-hand side because it's a ladies section. We can't be with the men. I've got to put my note in, got to give my tzedakah, say a few of my davening, my prayers, and then I feel better because that's what Israel's about. Everyone comes here. Oh, how fantastic! They've put the bar mitzvah. Look! I'm putting my little note into the wall because that's what I want to do, and it's bright yellow, so maybe it'll be answered, all my prayers.
I think Jewish people have been hated over the years. I can't answer the question why.
My boys have occasionally been out in the city centre and had a skull cap flicked off the head. But we just think it's ignorance. We think there's not enough knowledge of what it is.
I've had a swastika drawn in the ice on my car. I've had Jew written on the side of my car, which I thought, oh, yes, I am a Jew. Quite correct. How did they know?
In the Jewish prayers, there is mention, we the chosen people. I want to be not chosen. I wish I was in my passport, nationality, human race.
In 1942, 16-year-old Jack Aizenberg escaped certain death by hiding. He was discovered after 2 weeks and sent to Kielce in Poland as a slave worker for a German armaments factory called Hasag.
Tobu Hasag. It's behind the building, left. This used to be Hasag. And that's where I worked for nearly 2 years. You were not classed as a human being. No water, no heating. And if they thought you're not fit to work anymore, so they killed you. The future, if there was a future, I could have been collected again in the last minute, put on a train into an extermination camp.
18-year-old Jack's luck ran out by the winter of 1944, when he was put on a cattle train to Germany.
And they pushed it in like sardines. All the people started falling on top of me. And very soon I was covered with bodies. And I had to dig myself out. And then 2 days later we arrived in Buchenwald.
It's Bernette's last night in Israel, and she's come to say goodbye to all her friends. Most are from Manchester, and they've all exercised their right in Israel's law of return to settle here.
Would you like some soup?
Most of these people here tonight are attached to Manchester. Manchester, 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 husband Manchester.
I miss Marks and Spencer.
When I'm in Israel, we have the most amazing, wonderful friends that all lived in England. They just make me and Michael one of the family. This is my home ground.
Full stop.
Full stop. Harnock is... No. It's a bit too heavy mob for me, but it's fine.
A bit more ultra-orthodox.
Yeah.
We're more like Bernette, modern orthodox. Yeah.
You can see Michael. What did you see Michael into black leather? It's quite hard to be in both worlds, but you have to be. And some very religious people can't. They think the world should be made up of Jewish people, Jewish shops, Jewish people, Jewish clothes, Jewish this, Jewish that. It isn't. Even in Israel, not everybody's the same. You can't. When people say you've not come back suntanned, suntanned. I need a holiday when I come back. 3 of them under the age of 2. Please God, Leanne will have lots of babies. Whatever Hashem gives her, she will have. That's what they believe in. That's what she wants. I'm not having them. I'm not bringing them up. She's doing it. It's not for me. I'm the mum. Keep stum.
is that just for the camera?
Oh, that's great. You see he's jumping with the excitement when he sees me.
For Joel, it's just another day fighting the flab.
Morning. With 10 minutes of keep fat.
Nice and tight.
Keep it tight. This is what I like.
Oh, good.
Easy exercise. Don't need to take my jacket off. Or my shoes. Well, I'm trying to lose a bit of weight, the lazy man's way. Unfortunately, I'm a foodie. And being Jewish, you know, the food's very nice. And do you know what? I can feel trousers slightly looser. 3, 2, 1, gone.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Today it's Una's birthday and she's 80. She's wonderful. She's fantastic. Una's been with me virtually since day one.
Thank God there's only 2 coming.
Una is my Irish second mum. And she's fantastic. It's not often
My son.
you find someone like this, you know.
And he's tried to get rid of me ever since.
Me letter's in.
Oh, right.
Me letter's in. And it's titled, Customer said Rabbi had told her to avoid my shop.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. But, you know, again, it's rules for one and rules for another. It's not getting more religious. I just think there's more religious people about because the community is growing.
Alongside a growing Jewish community is a boom in betrothals.
This is a wedding invitation that's happening tomorrow. Right, that's the next invitation. That's happening in 4 weeks, a wedding invitation. That's another wedding invitation that's happening in 2 weeks. This is an engagement invitation that's happening next week. So all the things that we're getting invited to, that's all we do.
Tonight, Bernette is going to Rabbi Zevi Saunders' engagement party. It's a romantic story. His fiancée, Erica Corman, is American.
3, 2.
In order to seal it all, we do it in an old traditional way by kinyan suda. I'm giving you something which is a piece of a garment in Jewish law. First one to marry her, b'shor tova mitzlachas, be a good husband to her, care for her, cherish her.
Just as breaking the plate is a final gesture, so too is their engagement.
Oh, I'm so excited for these two. How did you meet?
We met on the internet. Internet dating. I sent her an email on a Jewish dating website.
And then I ignored him. And then, because it's a rabbi and he's from Manchester, that's so far away, forget it. I'm not going to respond.
She turned me down on 2 websites. On the 3rd one, I got her.
And I thought, oh, British accent. Well, those are always really cute.
Well, I like your accent.
About 4 or 5 of the girls that I've been out with, I think I've always been dumped. No, once I ended it, but all the other times they ended it with me.
No, she didn't want to do that. Oh,
Somebody once mentioned to me that they think people find me overpowering. Perhaps. And dominating. Not in a bad way, but sort of very overbearing, perhaps.
Zevi was with Erica for 22 days, but they never touched. But he finally popped the question on a day trip to Edinburgh.
I asked her to marry me on the 20th of December at Edinburgh Castle. And I asked her if I could anoint her as my queen.
And so...
Great guy.
Yeah, well, it's
and then she said yes.
He is fantastic. It's very important to marry off the children, and a lot of them get married very young. And you wonder, why would a girl get married at 16 or 17? But they just do, because please God, they want them to get married and have children and keep going and more children, and that's how it is.
What's this?
We're trying to give out the plate to all the single gorgeous girls, but there's nobody here tonight.
Well, I'm...
Weddings are a major part of our religion. We have, thank God, Kanana Horror, a lot of Jewish weddings. No Jewish weddings, no babies, and we need babies to carry on.